the Psyduck. I actually am not sure. You think Crystal's Crustal is a decent deck or no? I don't know what the Crustal. Oh, like the Crustal? I don't know, dude. All right, stop with the new format questions. Start banning some people. I let it slide for a couple, but now the floodgates are open. Oh my! I was just like waiting for a moment, bro. You pounce, y'all pounce. You hear me? You heard me answer one. I think Jake said we won't get it. Didn't look to match up numbers wise in the list. Oh, I think someone else mentioned that the other day that Jake said that we might not get it. Do you know how popular Arch is over there right now? No, we don't have Metashare. We never get Metashare breakdowns for Champions Leagues. Looks like a whiff off a Pokegear. This feels like overly zoomed in. I feel like they forgot to unzoom the camera a little bit. This feels like overly zoomed in. Yeah. Let's get closer, bro. I want to see the pores on the Pheasantipity, man. Go further. I want to see the pupils on the Archaludon. What do you mean not get it? Not get it this set, Thomas. Like, we will get the Psyduck eventually. The question is, when are we going to get the Psyduck? And in what form? Because it could be in like a blister pack or something, potentially like a promo. Genesect making its way to the bench, and then here comes the Squawkabilly for 6. I can't tell what else is being played because they're so zoomed in. Like, we literally can't tell what's happening. What Squawk happened? I think they played a Pokegear because they like dealt out 7 and put him back. Tashi active and pass. Okay, Fez in the active here. Zoroark. It's Zoroark Charizard. Arvin coming out now. See if it's a Team Evo angle. There's an energy in hand, so if they play Evo, they can make it work. The guy on the left has like 16 million YouTube subs. Yeah, there we go. Every Champions League where they stream day one, they always have some celebrity players. Maybe not at the Japan Nationals, though. Maybe not at Japan Nationals, but all the Champions Leagues, they have some celebrity players who they showcase in the early rounds of the tournament. 16 million, bro. What kind of content does he make? It's not PokemonTCG content. Zorua and Charmander discovered. Another Zorua in hand. Now a Nest Ball as well. I assume... So is this kind of like B-Barrel Charizard, right? This is kind of like B-Barrel Charizard. There's no Pidgeot in here. We have Zoroark instead, obviously. Zoroark is the other one. Oh, I see a Psyduck in there. So there's no... Actually, there might not be Dusknoir in here then. Interesting. Interesting. He's made PTCG content before? Really? Interesting. Is that Cape for A-Spec Charizard? The Charizard's A-Spec is Cape, yes. Team Fuzz in the active. I mean, you can't TM Evo and retreat it. Unless you had access to like a rescue board as well. So, yeah, the Fez is going to go down here. Oh, plays Petchy X. That's how your Zoroarks don't get stuck. And it gives you the extra damage as well. Interesting. Definitely an interesting build of Zoroark for sure. Or Charizard, excuse me. Let's see if we find an Archaludon here. Relicanth coming into play. Going to be a potentially useful card here. We do have an Ultra Ball. I don't know if there's energy in the discard pile. We did just discard the Carmine there, so we'll definitely we definitely have a draw supporter in hand. Would you prioritize TM Evo or put a one prizer up? Probably TM Evo, but it depends on the hand. It's situational. Depends on the hand, depends on the deck. Biggest thing that depends on is the hand. But I can't really see the hand fully, so I don't know. Also, what's prize? I think we did see the prize cards. I don't remember what they are. Charmeleon, Arcandy. I mean, the prize cards aren't anything crazy. We did prize of Arcandy though, I guess. So, and a Charmeleon actually. So that could be like a reason to Team Evo, I guess. All right, there's another Carmine here. Discards your Archaladon. So we must not have any energy in the discard pile if we're discarding our Archaladon. That means we need to find a lot off this Carmine draw. We need to find energy, get them in the discard pile, and find an Archaladon. I guess Ultra Ball Double Metal would do it. Yeah, Ultra Ball Double Metal would do it. Yeah, no energy in that discard pile. See if we can actually attack here then. Nice Stretcher for the Archaladon, but we need more than that. That's not enough. Attach active and punch for 30. Okay. Do the Japanese players barely shuffle like that? Aren't you supposed to mash like 5 times for a good randomization? Yeah, a lot. The guidelines for randomization over there are definitely not as... Well, they're not as strict about it, or they're just not the same as what we do over here. But it's just what they do over there. All right, the hand's pretty bad here. I mean, you could retreat to a Zorua here. We see a boss in the hand. Bossing up Squawk ability to trap it doesn't seem terrible, to be honest. It's already 3 Night Stretcher. Is that already 3 Night Stretcher down? Thinking about playing the stadium to shut off. What is the stadium even called? Boss on another Duraludon. Oh, maybe that makes more sense because this thing has 2 retreat costs. So now it's actually just stuck with 2 energy stuck on the bench one. Actually, this makes way more sense to buy yourself more time. Team Rocket's Watchtower, that's what it is. Yeah. Have you noticed that Roaring Moon and Zoroark have the same art? It's easier to tell when it's side by side. I have not. Nice try, Sloan. All right, there's the Turo. There's the Legacy Energy. The Legacy Energy doesn't mean a whole ton here, though. If we're not attacking for the knockout. Because then if the Archaladon goes down, it's still at 0 prize card. I don't know. I guess it does matter. It could matter. It still does matter. It still does matter. All right, we have the Archaladon. I thought for some reason we were maybe... If we had it, we weren't going to evolve it. I mean, they didn't play it immediately, but we do have it. We do have it. And we're going to get this first 2 prize knockout on the Pheasantipity. You probably should have attached Cape early. I don't know. I don't know. He might have a better plan for it in this matchup. Like, he might be fine giving up these 2 prize cards. Like, it's... The Archaladon deck is not taking knockouts very aggressively. So... He might have a different plan for it. Top deck Charizard, okay. Interesting that we pushed Charmander instead of... No, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, maybe... no, why wouldn't we just send up Charmeleon there? I feel like sending up Charmeleon makes way more sense. We did have Candy in hand, I guess, so it's not terrible. Could search out an extra energy and put it on the bench. If we punch the active here... How much does Relicanth boost the damage? I guess we don't get 1-hit KO'd, so punching active here is fine, but we probably want to gust around this thing. Stadiums have to go on specific side? No, just kind of in between both players on the left or right side. Doesn't matter which side, though. You can also, like, leave it on your side. Top deck Zard? Yeah, but we still should have pushed Charmeleon, I feel like, here. Maybe it's not that bad, to be honest, because I guess we could always get an extra energy, put on the Charmander, and retreat it. We don't want to lose our Charmeleon compared to losing our Charmander. I guess it's probably fine. Oh, actually, with Mochi, we... No, we couldn't quite KO the active. I got ahead of myself there. Like, wait a second, but no, not quite. Attach Mochi to the bench, maybe. Cape makes its way to the active. 430. If we punch the active, Relicanth does... Ready for 240. We don't hit for 320. He's so animated, but that, like, the interaction I don't think matters. It's funny to see him be so animated. Oh, I guess we could boss KO Zoroark. Well, no, but the cape's on the active. Yeah. Yeah, he's so animated, but it also just doesn't matter. Like, the cape doesn't affect any of his math at all. He still 2 hits the active. Like, it doesn't change anything for him. Is counter catcher Squawk a good choice here? I think I would like to see a Gust off the bench here for sure. Squawk or the Duraludon, or even the Relicanth is fine as well. You can just gust something off the bench. Punching the active opens up the boss KO Zoroark play. So punching active is not great here. Well, I think I'd rather punch active than... I think I'd rather punch the active than pass. But this does open up Boss KO Zoroark now on the other side. But if you Boss KO Zoroark, then all of a sudden Charizard's one-hit KO in our Chaladons. Is that even worth it? I guess you could Boss KO Zoroark, and then you could 2-hit KO the active Charizard, right? You could hope that's how it plays out. I guess that would be fine. Boss KO Zoroark this turn. We don't have a boss, so it's not happening. So if we had a boss, we could have gone Boss KO Zoroark. Charizard comes up, knocks out our Chaladon. Then we go punch our Chaladon. As long as there's no Turo, we just have to KO that our Chaladon to win. Triple Vengeful Punch. Okay. Hopefully one makes its way to the Genesect here. All right, they've zoomed out. Wait. I feel like they need to zoom out a little bit more here. No, wait. They've definitely zoomed out a little bit from where they were, though, right? Vengeful Punch of the active. Honestly, I don't know where these Vengeful Punches should go. I think the only one that actually matters is the one on the Genesect. Oh, I guess this actually does matter. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because the Genesect just stops... Genesect stops you from playing your A-Spec. It doesn't make your A-Spec not have an effect. Okay, so Genesect actually just doesn't matter at this point, actually. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it got rid of the effect of the A-Spec. It doesn't do that, though. It just stops you from being able to play your A-Spec. But the A-Spec's already in play, so it doesn't matter. All right, there's a punch. Nothing crazy. Now, over to the other side. 2 Zoroark set up another Charizard in the hand. We're going to set up another Charizard here. And then this other Charizard should probably just sweep from here, to be honest. Ultra Ball for potentially another Zoroark to be set up. Yeah, things are looking pretty good here on the Charizard side for sure. Zoroark number 2 getting used. Gets rid of the Ultra Ball, actually. Some more Ionos found. Playing one of those this turn doesn't seem terrible. You can just evolve to Charizard, maybe attach to Charizard, and then play Iono. Use the ability... I don't know if there's any energy in the deck, but you don't really need them to be in the deck. There's a couple energy enhanced. These attach for turn out of hand. You should be all good. Can he use the Relicanth attack? Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, he could have used the Relicanth. Oh, no, wait. He's using the Relicanth attack. Actually, he does not matter here. Never mind. In my head, I was like, wait, it does matter, but it doesn't matter. Because there's the Hero's Cape. So the return damage from Vengeful Punch wouldn't actually KO it. Turo in hand for Zard. Oh, that's true. The Turo is in the hand, so we could reset this Charizard here if we want to. That would buy us more time, I guess. I don't know. It seems like, yeah, I feel like you may as well, as long as you have enough resources to set up another Charizard. Yeah, as long as you have enough resources to set up another Charizard here, this is fine. Like, we might need to find a Super Rod at some point, but we have time to find that as well. This next Charizard swinging. Charmander makes his way to the bench. And there we go. Knockout. What are we getting off the prize cards here? From the Vengeful. Charmeleon's decent to get to the next Charizard. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, that's a Legacy energy. I forgot about the Legacy energy. Oh, then using Turo there is definitely correct, right? We need some more time, actually. Yeah, hold up. Okay, the Legacy energy does make things a little bit more interesting for sure. I still think it's going to be tough to win on the Archaladon side. Yeah, I still think it's going to be tough to win on the Archaladon side. Unless the Charizard player can't find Gusts. Like, this turn is the turn to Gust... Squawkabilly. Like, this is the turn to Gust Squawkabilly, to be honest. And get 2 prize cards. Honestly, Gust anything off the bench here is correct. Like, you just need to draw a prize card. That's not just punching our Chaladon. Punching our Chaladon here is pretty bad. Here comes another research. Dude, so many resources are gone now. A bunch of Night Stretchers. That was just discarded 2 more bosses' orders. We have, like, we're running out of options here. And we still need to find an Archaladon for turn as well. I do think I see the Fez in the hand and an Ultra Ball, so we should have this locked up, I think. So many resources gone. No Metal Defender. Would Charmeleon have been a knockout? No. Where'd the Hero's Cape go? He used Turo, so it got discarded. We're not out of everything yet, but we're running low. I should use Raging Hammer. Probably should have, but it also just doesn't matter. Should have used Raging Hammer, but it also wouldn't have mattered. Like, even if the Turo didn't happen, I don't think it really changes anything. Legacy is a cool ace to use, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is interesting. We've actually seen it have effect in both matches so far. We saw the same Archetypes player play in round 1, and the Legacy energy mattered. And also in this game so far, the Legacy energy has also mattered. Why not play Penny instead of Turos? Because you can't Penny a Charizard or a Zoroark. Play Penny basics. All right, we're looking for a Gust here. And we also want to start to build up our... Okay. Counter Catcher off the top. Pretty good. I think we could go after the Squawkabilly. Honestly, going after the bench Duraludon, I kind of like a little bit more, though. Let's start with some trades, though. Let's start to cycle this deck. How do they get the Legacy? Just got to draw into it. Hey, this is a 4-4 Zoroark line in here. There we go. There's a Counter Catcher. We might just play the Iono here. It's possible. Charizard. We don't have the Charmeleon. That's right. I'm going to Ultra Ball for another Zoroark. Okay, cycling again. Another Zoroark. Okay, we keep going. We do need to find a way to set up another Charizard, though. We don't have it yet. I think we need to find Super Rod. Counter Catch again to KO Arch. It is not weak to Dark. It would work if Charizard was Fire type. Okay, now we go into the Iono here, which is fine. We need to find Super Rod, though. I'd always play Briar, right? Ooh, that is a good shout. I forgot about Briar. Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, Charizard does play Briar. I definitely would not be shocked to see a Briar here, now that you mentioned it. Night Stretcher found. There is a Fire on the bottom of the deck. So that could recover a Fire energy. That could be enough, to be honest. Charmeleon pulled off the prize cards, not the rare candy, though. So this active Charizard is going to go down this turn if we can find a... Actually, no, our Charizard's still set up because they gusted around it. So we have the KO on the active here guaranteed. And we did KO the Duraludon with the Counter Catcher. Okay. We need to find another Duraludon here to feel safe, though. On our Charizard side, we need another Duraludon here. Want to evolve Zoroark before Iono? Good point. Yeah, I think they just forgot. I think they literally just forgot. They could have. They could have. Yeah, there's no reason not to that I can think of. We may as well have made that Zorua into another Zoroark and drawn 2 more cards after the Iono. Yeah, there's no reason, to be honest. Just forgot. Okay, Pheasantipity to the bench. That's not a Duraludon. We still need a Duraludon here. Otherwise, we lose to Candy Charizard. Okay, Nest Ball number 2. No Duraludon. Is it in hand? Hopefully. Do we need to find a Night Stretcher, maybe? Was it bench that turn? No, it was bench the turn before. They just forgot, yeah. Maybe they thought. Halpad being played. It needs Zoroark to promote after KO this time. Buy time. No, not. I don't think they do actually. I think promoting you just send up the Charmander here. You should have another Charmander in deck or a way to find another Charmander this turn. I think you definitely value the draw power higher. It's definitely a misplay to not evolve that to a Zoroark. All right, Charizard goes down, but that means 4 prize cards have been drawn. A Duraludon was found. Top deck is a Zoroark, and they did just push up the Charmander. Another Zoroark to the field. We can see a ton of cards this turn. Is that just research immediately? Oh, we didn't even play Night Stretcher for energy? We could have Night Stretcher for an energy there, because I think there's only 1 energy in the deck here. So if we found Candy Charizard, well, we did find double Super Rod, so we're probably doing okay. We do need to find ourselves rare candy. 2 more Charizards. Are we giving up the Charmander here? What if we don't hit the rare candy? Zoroark number 3. No rare candy. Uh-oh. We gotta get another Charmander now. Dude, why did we discard that Charmander? Why did we discard that Charmander? We're going in with the Ultra Ball. Dude, we didn't Super Rod another We have to Super Rod a Charmander back first, no? What's left? There's not even a... There's no way. It's Petch? There's not even a Charmeleon in the deck. Wait a second. Hold up. This is not looking good. Honestly, we kind of did need to push up a Zorua there. The way that... Well, it's so weird, though. Because we also have to bench a Charmander or we just lose to Boss. He just threw another energy, too. Throwing the energy is fine. We found double Super Rod. Getting rid of the energy is fine. We just needed to, like, Super Rod before we played the Ultra Ball. But discarding the energy is fine there. We have double Super Rod in hand. It's not that big of a deal right now. But how do we ever get into So we have to Ultra Ball for Charmeleon and then Counter Catcher and Prey. This is actually just such a terrible scenario. And you can see he's flustered now too. You can see he's flustered. Yep. And he's got no backup Charmander. But a backup Charmander doesn't even matter here. Because if the Charmeleon dies, you just lose. So we have to Counter Catcher up to Ralladon and hope our Charmander survives. Well, now Charmeleon. Pass. Draw. Can we retreat and attack? If we can retreat and attack, I think we win. I think the game... No, it's not. It's actually not over quite yet, but it seems like it's almost over. Rare Candy wasn't deck. What was he playing for? I think he was playing for Rare Candy. He didn't realize it was prize. There is a Rare Candy prize right now. I think he just thought it was in deck. He's like, oh, I'm going to go get my other Rare Candy. All right, attach, retreat, knockout. So you can promote Zoroark. Here comes a Super Rod. We need to... How do we do this? We bench Charmander. It is actually still winnable from here. We do just lose to boss. Don't we have Charmanders in the deck? I think we have Charmanders in the... Don't we have 2 Charmanders in the deck here? Didn't he get back 2 Charmanders? Am I trolling? Can't move Zoroark though, right? No, we have Petron EX. So you can get to Charizard. So you have to bench 1 Charmander. Oh, you don't need 2 Charmanders. You only need 1 Charmander. You bench Charmander this turn. Pass. They punch Zoroark. You Petron a different Zoroark into the active. You evolve to Charmeleon. They punch that Zoroark. You evolve to Charizard. So we lose the boss here. But a lot of boss were discarded early. Here's a Pokegear. Do we have another boss to work with? I don't know if a Palpad got played at some point. Access to the whole deck. And we did Palpad some boss at some point. Yeah, so he discarded Petch. Wait, did he really discard Petch at some point? Oh my gosh. So we had to like Super Rod the Petch. All right, it's over. Man, dude, that was looking so good on the Charizard side. But then things started to fall apart a little bit. Yeah, things did just start to fall apart. Didn't play for recover on the Charizards enough. Played the Turo maybe too aggressively. The Turo, maybe we should have maybe tried to play the Turo on a later turn when we had more set up to work with. But yeah, obviously he thought he was in a good position. He thought he was in a good position because he thought he had his last Rare Candy in the deck, but it was prize. That's why checking your prize cards is important, especially as the game progresses. Knowing what you have left is a super big deal because he definitely could have approached that game way differently. And he probably would have approached it differently too if he had known that the Rare Candy was prize. But dub for the Don.